recording, you will begin to understand how multiplication and division inequalities work. Okay, so we're going to do this together. So the first thing I want you to do is tell whether the following statement is true or false. 6 is greater than 4. Hopefully, you said that this is true. Now it says use the inequality from number 1 to answer the questions below. So we're using 6 and 4 for all of these. If I add 2 to both sides, what inequality would I get? So 6 plus 2 is 8, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So is 8 greater than 6? Yes, that is true. So once again, I added 2 to both sides. It is still a true statement. Okay, if I add negative 2 to both sides, what inequality would I get? So what is 6 plus negative 2? Okay, the answer is 4, because when we're adding 2 different signs, we subtract and keep the sign of the most. And 4 plus negative 2 is 2. So 4 is greater than 2. So I added negative 2 to both sides, and the statement is still true. Okay, moving right along. Let's see what happens when I multiply both sides by 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8. So 12 is greater than 8. Is that true? Yes, it sure is. Okay, moving right along. If I multiply both sides by negative 2, what inequality would I get? So 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Now, is negative 12 greater than negative 8? Hopefully you said the answer was false. So is there a way to make it true without changing the signs of the integers? So we can't change the order, we can't change from negative to positive. So is there a way to make it true? Absolutely. We can flip the symbol around. So we can flip the symbol around. Okay, so the only way to make this true without changing the order and without changing the signs is to flip the symbol around. So let's see what happens when I divide both sides by negative 2. So 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. And 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. So is negative 3 greater than negative 2? Hopefully you said false. So is there a way to make it true? Absolutely. The same thing we did before. We can flip the symbol around. Now, let's make a conclusion based on what we did on this paper. Can you think of when we flipped the symbol? Okay, we only flipped the symbol when we multiplied or divided both sides by a negative. So, our conclusion is we only flip this symbol when multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative. Okay, so that concludes our video. So the only real big difference between multiplication and division inequalities and equations is that when you are doing an inequality where you have to multiply or divide both sides by a negative, you need to flip the symbol. So carry this knowledge with you when you complete the notes on multiplication and division inequalities. Okay, thank you. That is all, and have a great day.